In this video, I'm going to go over the menu bar object, clip path, and mask. Alright, so what that's going to do is give me a result like this. So let me show you how I did that. I'll go ahead and size this down a little bit. And I'm going to go to File, Place Image, and I want this American flag here. Alright, then I'm going to go to Library, come down to USA, and choose a state. I will choose Michigan. And then I'm going to put this inside the flag and stretch it out. And because I want some of the stars in the mitten of Michigan, the entire Upper Peninsula is going to have to be all stars. Then I'm going to go ahead and select the flag, and I'm going to crop it down some, just so that when I'm all done and I select it, my flag boundaries aren't way out here, okay? Or my bounding box isn't way out here, okay? So then I'm going to select it. Now, you have two ways that you can apply a clipping path. Go to Object, Clip Path, Set Clip Path, or you can come over here to Style, select both of these, go to Clipping, and click on Path. But since we're talking about the object menu, I'm going to go ahead and Clip Path, Set Clip Path. And there you have it. Now let's come over to our Layers panel, and let's expand that, one of them, because I do have two. All right. If I choose my Michigan and I go to Style, you can see it's already cut. All right. If I go back to Layers and I choose the American flag and come back to Style, you can see that it's Print plus Cut, which is a print and cut, and that layer is going to print. Okay, so it's already set for you for a print and cut when you make a clipping path. All right, so let me go ahead and delete this one. And this one, let's say I want to make some stickers. All right, so I can go Control D, and that's going to bring up this box, and I can make some rows and some columns. And then let me zoom out here so I can, well, I can't with the box open. All right, I just want to make sure I don't have too many, so let's make this 5, or actually even 4. Okay, and then we have our horizontal spacing. Now don't worry about it showing the flag here, because once I'm done, it'll go back to the clip. But I can adjust this, okay, just make sure that you don't overlap any of your state. And you don't have to check every single one, just check one and make sure it's not overlapping anywhere. All right, and then vertical, you can do the same thing and make sure it's not going to clip off the bottom there. And we can choose to group the duplicate, which I'm going to go ahead and check, and then click OK. And then you have your clip back. Okay, so let me go ahead and, well, I have one more thing. Now this was an image and a vector because the state already has cut lines. So can I do two vectors? I can. So what I did here was I just took a heart from the library and I hit Control D, and I made some rows and columns, and I got them adjusted, the spacing the way that I wanted it. Okay, and then here I have a star that I drew from over here, and I turned it white with an outline. Okay, And then what you need to do first of all is go to Object, Arrange, and make sure that the star is all the way on top. all right? Because if it's not, and I place it here and I let go, it's going to only have the outline. So then I can come over here to my fill-in stroke and turn the color off. And then I will select both and go to Object, Clip Path, Set Clip Path. Okay, so there it is. But as you can see, you still have all these hearts back here, and they are going to cut, all right? Unless you come over here to your layers panel and click on this little arrow and set your pattern in the style menu to print. Print plus cut, print. Okay? It's going to print these hearts, but it's not going to cut them. All right? And then if I come back to my layers panel and I check out my star, I want to make sure that that is going to cut. So this already sets it for you, except your background you're going to have to change. Okay? So that pretty much covers the clipping. I'll be doing some more videos making stuff with clipping later on, but that's how you would do that. So then that brings us to the mask. So the mask is a little bit different. I've gone ahead and typed out USA, and I changed the color to white and a mid gray, and I'll show you why. I'm going to go to File, Place Image. I'm going to use this American flag again, and I have grouped these also. So I'm going to place this here and resize it. Okay. Now, my flag, well, let me go back. This needs to be on the top. So Object, Arrange, Bring Forward. Okay. So now I want to crop this flag. Reason being, if I don't, my bounding box, when I select the USA after I've applied the mask, is going to be way out here. So if I crop it, then it won't be. All right. So I'll select it all, go to Object, Clip Mask, Set Mask. Now you can see that the darker color is more white washed, I guess you would say, and then the lighter color is more vibrant. Okay, so again, if you want to undo this, go to Path, Clip Mask, Release Mask. Otherwise it may take your computer a while. All right, I think that's it for mask. So then we have next, under the Object menu, Duplicate, and Duplicate Rotated. So if I select this and I hit Control D to duplicate, or I go Object, Duplicate, I get this box. And I can increase, I showed you this on the clipping mask, and clipping and masking. I can increase the rows and the columns and the spacing between and all of that, okay? But if I go to Object, well, let me select this circle. Now I find the smaller the better for this. Object, Duplicate, Rotated. I accidentally closed my box. Alright, let's go back to Duplicate, Rotated. And let's do, I think I'm going to do like 12. Alright, and then we have clockwise or counterclockwise. We have evenly or custom. If you choose custom, then you can put a value in here. Just leave it on evenly. And then we have our rotate H offset. If I raise that up, sorry. Or I can raise that down. And then we have the V offset. I can raise that up or raise that down. Right? When I'm done, I can group the duplicates and click OK. So this is good for making like frames around stuff. And then we come to hide. So I have my circles selected here. And let me go to Object Hide. Well, first let me go to the Layers panel. I have these two objects. Okay, Object Hide. And I deselected it. Sorry about that. Okay, so basically what it's doing is just turning the layer off. You can see here that I have a white check mark. Well, you may have to look on your software. You may not be able to see it on mine. And then I can turn it back on here. But I will leave it off because I have Object Show All, and it puts everything back. Okay, and then I have Object Lock. So if I have the red triangle selected and I go to Object Lock, you can see over here that I have a white, I don't know, I believe it's a circle or a square around my black dot. I don't have that up here, which means it's locked and I can't select it. I can't do anything with it. I can select the blue circle, but I can't select the locked layer. Okay, so then we have Object Unlock All. And then we have Remove Effects. Now this works if you apply an effect to your objects or your text, but it only works for the lattice, rhinestone, and pierce effects. And I'll get to those effects when I get over there. So that's it for the object menu. Thanks for watching.